Tonight's game is a presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
Breckenridge basketball is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Red River Agency, the Wilkin Drink and Eatery, Minn Kota Ag Products, Height Camp Construction, Carlson Family Insurance, Miller Realty, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Twin Town Villa, CHI St. Francis, Quality Toyota, Builders First Source, Otter Tail Power Company, Essentia Health, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Buyer Insurance Agency. Now here's KBMW's Turner Blofis.
And welcome to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Blofis here for the Breckenridge Cowboys. Battle with Park Christian and a pair of teams below 500 in Section 6A. And in this ballgame, Breckenridge comes in with a 2-12 mark, and Park Christian enters this ballgame with a record of 6-10 on the year. And I want to run through Breckenridge's recent games to get to this point on a bit of a losing streak right now. I've lost 6 in a row. And those losses coming to Perham, a powerhouse in the Heart of Lakes, look like the favorites to win the Heart of Lakes this year. Pelican Rapids, Wahpeton in the Boyer battle. They put up a great fight in that game, but ended up coming up short. And fell to Hawley after that. Hawley put the beat down on the Cowboys in the second half after they stuck with them in the first half. Dilworth, Clinton, Felton, the team that has the best chance of really giving Perham a run for their money, as they did beat Perham earlier this year. They lost to them 72-62. And then just on Saturday, they played Ada Borup 2 days ago. 73-63 was the final in that one, with the Cowboys falling short of the win. Park Christian run through their recent schedule and their 6-10 mark. They picked up a win. They were on a 6-game losing streak. I'll scratch that, a 5-game losing streak. They had also played Ada Borup, lost to them by 23. Lost to Hillcrest by 6. Lost to Battle Lake by 27. Norman County East Hewlin hit it all. They fell to them by 18. They lost to Winnie Mac by 16. And then to snap the losing streak, they got a 66-54 win in Lake Park over Lake Park Audubon to get to their 6-10 mark. And for common opponents that these two teams have faced, if we want to, you're not always supposed to compare scores, but, I endorse it. Obviously, Battle Lake that we mentioned earlier, Breckenridge went down to the wire with the Battlers earlier this year and came up short. I believe they ended up losing that game by just a couple points. They did. Lost 69-67. And then Breckenridge got that hard-fought overtime win over Underwood for one of their 2 wins on the year. And Underwood stuck right with Park Christian to come away with these 61-58 victories. So encouraging if you're a Cowboy fan. Once again, if you're comparing scores, and Breckenridge also had the closer game between Ada Borup compared to Park Christian. So a winnable game for the Cowboys coming into this ball game. And for those who didn't know, Dylan Bernades is back in the Cowboys lineup. Made his big return on Saturday after missing most of the season and basically the entire football season. He got hurt on the first play of the football season, and it had a very tough return to get back after blowing out his knee. Those are not easy to come back from, but he's looking to make an impact here in his senior season for the Cowboys. A very key contributor in the last couple of years. He was getting varsity time as a sophomore. Was one of their better players on the squad last year as well, so they're definitely happy to have him back, even though he's still working to get back to 100%. So we are live streaming this game on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel, if you guys did not know. So make sure to check it out there if you guys want to watch the game for yourself. Or you can just stick around here on B92.7 FM. As the teams are warming up right now, looks like there's just a hair under 14 minutes left to warm up. So we'll take a quick break, come back with your Power Poll ranking brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, and your injury report brought to you by Sanford Health. You're listening to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show on B92.7 FM.
There are several things that make me proud to be part of Breckenridge Senior High School. My students are very hardworking and respectful. Those 2 qualities make my school day enjoyable. They have been working hard on active classroom lessons this year. Students enjoy working together and are finding that they can learn from each other. I'm also proud to be teaching college math classes to our juniors and seniors. These classes have challenged our students to become more academically responsible for their learning. Breckenridge is a great school, and I'm proud to be part of it.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windermere, Wahpeton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wahpeton.
We're your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wahpeton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating, so many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. We loved the bright, beautiful apartments, and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com. And welcome back to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Blavis here with your Power Poll ranking brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation. And as we've done all year, we're going to stick with the Section 6A standings, and we'll start off with Section 6A South. At the top of Section 6A South, BBE with a 12-3 record. 12-2 Border West up next. KMS has a 13-4 record. Then it's Hancock with a 6-7 record. Parker's Prairie is 6-6, and it's below 500 the rest of the way. Brandon Evansville 4-10. Benson is 4-8, 5-8 Ashby, and then Ortonville still looking for their first win of the season at 0-16. And for Section 6A North, Henning is at the top of Section 6A North with a 15-1 record. They are number 8 in the state by QRF. Battle Lake with an 11-2 mark is number 2, and they're 11-2 in section play, 13-3 on the year. Hillcrest Lutheran Academy 11-2, 10-2 in section play. So they've only played one team that wasn't in their section. That's impressive. Norman County East Ulan hit it all with a 6-9 record. Lake Park Audubon up next, 6-10. Park Christian also 6-10. Breckenridge right below them with a 2-12 mark. They are 3 spots behind them in the QRF. And then Underwood has a 6-8 record so far. New York Mills 1-16, and Rothsay at the bottom of Section 6A North with a 1-12 record. So that's a look at your Power Poll ranking brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation. Now it is time for your injury report, which is brought to you by Sanford Health. Here for one, here for all, and an update to the injury report, which I already spoiled when I came on for the beginning of the pregame show. Dylan Bernard is back in the lineup after missing, the first how many games? They've, let's do some math here, missed the first 12 games of the year for the Cowboys. 13 games of the year, my apologies. So very happy to have him back in the lineup. Jackson Riggs is also healthy and good to go, as he had missed a few games this year with a concussion, but he's been back for the last week or two. And no injuries to report for Park Christian, so no need to spend any time on them, run through their injuries. But We will run through their starting lineups, which are coming up next, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. So we'll be right back with those. You're listening to the Wilkins Drinking Eatery pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Sometimes illnesses or injuries may leave you needing extra help to restore your strength, balance, and range of motion. CHI St. Francis Health are open and ready to provide you the tools for success, including individualized exercise plans and state-of-the-art therapy facility. You'll be confident in the care and treatment you'll receive at CHI St. Francis Health, and they are located right here in your backyard. CHI St. Francis Health. We're here when you need a little reassurance.
We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time-consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks pre-finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wahpeton.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
And welcome back to the Wilkins Drinking Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Now, you guys were waiting for the starting lineups brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. We'll start off with the home team, the Park Christian Falcons. They go like this. They got a senior 6'1 guard. Wearing number 3, that's Kyler Card. He's a captain on the squad. Bridger Carlson, a 6'5 sophomore, their tallest guy in the starting 5. Then they have a freshman, Isaac Jacobson, listed at 6'1. Daniel Swears, who is a 6'3 sophomore, so a pair of tall sophomores in the starting 5. And then Tyler Loeb, a freshman who is also 6'1. So they got a pair of freshmen, a pair of sophomores, and a senior in the starting 5. And along with Kyler Card, Caleb Squeers is also a captain on this roster, which has 5 seniors on it. And the Park Christian Falcons are coached by Brendan Gleese. Now for the Breckenridge Cowboys, and the last time I did a broadcast, they had a different starting lineup. They switched it up the last game. I didn't do the Ada Borup game, so it was news to me that they had switched up the starting lineup this weekend. They go like this. Landon Blofis, he's a 6'2 senior wearing number 2. Cam Nito, a 5'11 shooting guard who wears number 1. Also a senior in the starting 5. Alex Sanchez and Damon Smith are seniors as well. Sanchez wearing number 13. He is 6'3", and Smith is a 6-foot guard who wears number 22. And the newcomer to the is the freshman, Jackson Riggs, who made his first start last game, and he actually runs the point guard. So really taking on a lot only as a freshman. But Breckenridge has really struggled to, get some consistent play out of the point guard position. They don't really have a true point guard on their roster, so they're giving Jackson Riggs a crack at it, as he's played the position before, and but at the varsity level, it's kind of a different animal running the point against defenses like this. So let's look at your starting lineups. By the way, the Breckenridge Cowboys are coached by head coach Jordan Christensen, his first season as head coach. I always get a little hesitant to say it's his first anything as head coach, because he reminded me one time that he picked up a couple wins as the interim head coach when other coaches were sick. So that's why you always hear me a little hesitant. Like, it's his first year, but this isn't his first go at being the head coach of the squad, at least for a night. So let's look at your starting lineups once again, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Looks like they're going to let them warm up just a little bit more and then do the national anthem. So we'll take a quick break, try to time it up with the anthem as well as we can. We'll be back with your opening tip. You are listening to the Wilkins Drink and Eatery pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple: integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelley, Jared, Lisa, and Jamie have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com. Buyer Insurance Agency on Highway 13 in Wapaton are your local agents with local locations. With skyrocketing building prices, are you properly insured? Buyer Insurance are licensed insurance advisors serving the Richland, Wilkins, Sargent, Southern Cass, and surrounding counties for 15 plus years. They represent over 15 companies that have been in the insurance industry for over 100 years, serving the area. Our plans are based on yours. Give them a call at 701-642-0955 or stop out. They're located on Highway 13 West in Wapaton. That's Buyer Insurance Agency. When you need care, you want to know it's close to where you live, work, and play. That's why at Sanford Health, we're committed to providing you with the care you need, when you need it, right here where you call home. Dr. Dylan Torgerson is a family medicine physician that offers care for the entire family in Wapaton. And it's always easy to make an appointment with convenient clinic locations, hours, and online options that fit your schedule. Find your provider, Dr. Dylan Torgerson, at sanfordhealth.org or by calling 642-7000.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windmere, Wahpeton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
And welcome back to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. We're about to wrap up the pregame show. They're running through the starting lineup, so I'll give them to you guys once again. For the Breckenridge Cowboys, they go with the 4 seniors and a freshman. Cam Nito, Landon Blofus, Alex Sanchez, Damon Smith being the seniors. Jackson Riggs making his second career start on varsity. And then for Park Christian, they have Bridger Carlson, Isaac Jacobson, Daniel Swears. Or did I mention Kyler Card as well? Might have missed Kyler Card. Kyler Card, Bridger Carlson, Isaac Jacobson, Daniel Swears, and Tyler Loeb. And evidently, I don't see that very often. A technical for dunking has been assessed to the Breckenridge Cowboys. So we're jumping into this. That'll do it for the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show. And is a free throw miss to open this one up by Isaac Jacobson. That's no fun. I thought you could dunk it in layup lines now. Little do I know. So, Isaac Jacobson knocks down a free throw. And they get the ball to start this, so there will be no opening tip. So I guess I lied when I said we'd be back with your opening tip. Park Christian starting with the ball. And that gets assessed to head coach Jordan Christensen. So 1 technical, and he's out of here now instead of the normal 2. And Park Christian starting off by getting a 5 call called on them. Cam Nito bringing the effort defensively to get the 5 call called. Hopefully that'll make up for the technical. Alex Sanchez, who has run the point for a bulk of the second half of the season so far for Breckenridge. As I said earlier in the pregame show, Jackson Riggs kind of taking over that role. Alex Sanchez skips it over to Riggs on the right wing. Riggs looks inside, skips it over to Alex Sanchez on the left wing. He's going to drive inside of the lane, puts up a right-handed shot off the mark. Landon Blofus comes down with it and drops it in for 2. Landon Blofus with the first points of the night for Breckenridge. And Cowboys going to go with a press right away. Jackson Riggs got a nice tip on it to force the turnover. Landon Blofus with the steal. Damon Smith, he's got the hot hand from 3. They must not have did the scouting report, but he missed it. Went 0 for 10 last game, going to look to bounce back. Park Christian with another turnover, so 3 turnovers off the bat for the Falcons. Alex Sanchez with the ball. Goes inside to Blofus. Blofus going to go with that reverse layup. Gets his own board. Bully ball for the layup. Back-to-back buckets to open this game up for Landon Blofus. Cam Nito forces the turnover right off the inbound and then tries to throw it out to a Cowboy teammate, but nobody there, so it's going to go into the Breckenridge bench. So a quick 4-1 lead taken by the Cowboys. So obviously that technical free throw didn't set them back too bad to open up this game. Inbounding it will be Isaac Jacobson. As like I said, the Park Christian Falcons already got 3 turnovers off the bat to open up this ball game. Inbounding in front of the Breckenridge bench. A little bit of a tight-knit gym. Swung into the right corner. Dribble drive on Blofus. Turn around, thought about the elbow jumper, kicked it out instead. They go inside, do a back-cutting player off the hands, but then into another player's hands who drops it in for 2. That's Isaac Jacobson, who got the free throw to open up this game. So he's got their first 3 points. 4-3 Breckenridge lead. Cam Nito coming off a 15-point performance, and 2 to start this one off. Cowboys coming out hot offensively. We haven't seen this a whole lot from them this year as far as the quick starts, but a transition layup by Kyler Cards. Very high-paced or fast-paced game to start this off. And another turnover from Jackson Riggs. Tried throwing the baseball pass. Park Christian out and running. And a layup and 1. Back-to-back buckets from Kyler Card and 1. Just like that, Park Christian's up 7-6 on their home court. Boy, I'm already out of breath, and we're only 2 minutes and 2 seconds into this ball game. This N1 free throw trip brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, your local State Farm agents in Wahpeton and Breckenridge. Free throw is up and off the mark. So So 1 for 2 start at the stripe for the Falcons. Jackson Riggs with the ball. Had a turnover the last time down. Drives inside, dishes off to Blofus. He's got his third bucket already. Landon Blofus with a quick 6 points. His team now leads 8-7. Breckenridge sticking with this press. Blofus breaks it up like he's a defensive back. And now a foul. Alex Sanchez tagged with that one. Actually, yeah, that was on Alex Sanchez. His second. Oh, boy, he's already heading to the bench. So 2 fouls on Sanchez right off the bat. And the pair of juniors coming to the game, Jacob Kunkel and Bo Byer. Jackson Riggs is going to get a breather right away. Hand it off to Card. Card swings over to the left side to Loeb. Loeb hands it off, and a pull-up lefty jumper on the left side off the mark. Park Christian tries to get the offensive rebound, but instead it goes out of bounds. Kunkel will inbound it to Damon Smith, who's going to run the point now, as Sanchez and Riggs both out of the game. Gets it over to Bo Byer, back to Smith. Smith feeds it to the high post area to Jacob Kunkel. Swung over to the left corner to Cam Nito. Skip pass was tipped. They go inside to Blofus. He's going for his 4th bucket already. Misses it, though. Park Christian with the rebound. Good defense there by the Falcons. They feed it into the right corner to Bridger Carlson. Carlson dished it off and then got it back to him. Wide open 3 on the left wing from Card. Off the back iron. Rebounded by the Falcons. Get out to near the top of the key. Kunkel tried to steal it away. Swung out to the perimeter. Now left side jumper off the mark. Landon Blofus tried to pull down the rebound, and it went off the leg of Isaac Jacobson. Park Christian said that looked like a promising possession, but nothing comes of it. Bo Byer will inbound it to Damon Smith. Kyler Card at the top of their zone half-court press. Smith gets up to Blofus. Blofus looking to drive baseline. Dishes it off to Kunkel. Might regret that. Might have wanted to shoot at that. Actually, he won't, because Jacob Kunkel is going to drop in a bucket for 2. 10-7 Breckenridge lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 14-14 remaining. Loeb with the ball. Going to drive on Nito. Dishes into a back-cutting Falcon, who dished it off. Left side three-pointer is up and good. 3 points for Isaac Jacobson. Damon Smith brings the ball up. Stops at half court. Gets across the timeline. Gets it over to Landon Blofus, who is the trail man. Feeds it to Bo Byer in the corner. Back to Blofus. Nearly went out of bounds. Flirting with the sideline a little bit. Damon Smith has it. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Jacob Kunkel. Kunkel tried to throw it over to Smith, but ended up throwing it into the scores table for the turnover. Head coach Jordan Christensen going to take a timeout. We'll take one with him. Your score is 10-10 here at Park Christian School. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and live streaming on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wapaton.
We're your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wapaton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
At Twin Town Villa, our focus is on comfort, security, peace of mind, and the quality of life of our residents. Hi, my name is Mary Wolfgram from Twin Town Villa, and I'm extending you an invitation to stop on out and experience how our assisted living community is different. Our 1- and 2-bedroom apartments are spacious and fully functional, and our list of amenities is endless. Our mission centers around family with the assistance of supported services and quality health care at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. Check us out on our Facebook or visit our website at twintownvilla.com. Call Twin Town Villa at 218-643-9542 to schedule a tour to come on out today.
And welcome back to Park Christian School in Moorhead. 10-10 game with 13:30 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Park Christian with the ball as Cam Nito swipes it away, so they no longer have the ball. Goes up for 2 and drops it in. Cam Nito. Very rarely you find a better athlete on the floor than him. He's got 4 points. And that I just mean that by pure athlete, but he has come on as a scorer on the basketball court. Going to play baseball at Crookston next year. 12-10 Breckenridge lead, 13:03 remaining, and Park Christian turns it over again. So Bo Byer will inbound it to Damon Smith. Bit of a slower pace. I like that. I can actually keep up with a slower pace. Smith. I mean that both with the camera, with my mouth, and maybe even running along. Probably not, though. Damon Smith puts up a three off the mark, rebounded by Park Christian. Loeb with Nito guarding. Nito has been a menace on the defensive end so far. And they're going to go offensive foul on that one. That is on Bridger Carlson. First foul on the Falcons. Good defense there by the Cowboys. Byer gets it into Smith. Smith gets it to Cam Nito in the right corner. Skipped over to Bo Byer. Now to Smith. 0 for 2 on 3 so far, and a bit of a shooting slump after the last game. Landon Blofeld looking to go to work. Has it stripped away. Cam Nito, Johnny on the spot though, does a power dribble. Gets it stripped away, but Jacob Kunkel on the spot for the bucket. Second bucket of the game off the bench for Jacob Kunkel. 14-10 Breckenridge lead with 12:09 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Loeb gets it into the right corner. Swung over to the right wing. Back to Bridger Carlson. Looking for his first points of the night. Goes up for it on the left side. Jacob Kunkel goes up for the block. And he gets called for the foul. First foul on Kunkel tonight. As Dylan Bernadez looking to check into the game. His second game back. After missing the first 13 with that knee injury. He's got a big knee brace. He's been rehabbing his butt off to get back on the floor. Free throw off the mark for Bridger Carlson. And checking back into the game for Park Christian is Isaac Jacobson. Gavin Geese had checked in the game just a short while ago. Free throw is up and good for Bridger Carlson. And now gets a substitution, checking into the ball game. We're back into the ball game. Daniel Swears. They've been subbing without me noticing, trying to catch me off guard at work. Dylan Bernadez with the ball. Didn't score in his first game back. So looking for his first points of the year. Landon Blofeld goes up for the contested layup off the mark. Rebounded by the Falcons. 14-11 Breckenridge lead with 11:39 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Gets swung around the perimeter. Wide open shot for Geese to the top of the key. Off the front iron. Jackson Riggs tipped it. Bo Byer pulled down the rebound. Gets it up to Dylan Bernadez on the right wing. Bernadez, fantastic southpaw athlete for this squad. Gets it in the corner to Blofeld. Blofeld drives baseline. Reverse layup. Does not drop. Kunkel keeps it alive. Throws it into Jackson Riggs. Heck of an effort from Kunkel. Riggs goes up for two himself off the mark. Landon Blofeld strips it away. It gets tied up for a jump ball. That was a weight room move right there. He yanked it away from him. Riggs did have an open man on the perimeter if you wanted to kick it out for an open three, but stuck with it in rhythm and went up for two. It was a good look, but could have got a great look. Bo Byer gets it out to Riggs. He is a freshman, though. And he puts up the right-handed layup off the mark. Bo Byer follows it. Goes up for two and gets it to drop in. Bo Byer and Jacob Kunkel sparking the squad off the bench with 6 points. 16-11 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Fed into the high post, kicked out of the right corner. Now to Jacobson. Jacobson gets it back in the right corner. Feeds it up to Swears. Swears swings around the perimeter for an open three, off the mark. Kunkel tipped it instead of trying to grab the rebound. It turned into Swears, laying it in for two. Daniel Swears with his first points of the night. Jackson Riggs kind of out of control there, but drew the body foul. All part of the plan. Cam Nito heading into the game, or back into the game, and Joey Kenzemius getting his first action of the night. Had been a starter every game this year until the Ada Borup one. Jackson Riggs got slid into the starting five. So this is as deep as the Cowboys have been this year. But once again, head coach Jordan Christensen having to go 8 deep because Alex Sanchez picked up 2 fouls right away to start this game out. That and they're still easing Dylan Bernades in. You won't see him in for really long stretches right away at this time of the year, but maybe down the road. Skip pass over to Damon Smith on the right side. Drives baseline, dump off to Jacob Kunkel, who gets it to roll around about 3 times before it falls down. Jacob Kunkel leads the Cowboys with 6 points. Him and Blofis each have 6. Falcons break the press and then end up turning it over. Damon Smith with the steal. Gets it up to his nephew Jackson Riggs. Riggs down to Kunkel. Kunkel, get him another one. Jacob Kunkel with 8 points off the bench. Maybe the best half we've seen him play this year. Swears tries to get by Smith. Kicks out to the right corner to Geese. Joey Kazimi is guarding. Goes inside to Swears. Little bit of contact, no call, but he drops it in for 2. Daniel Swears with the bucket. Nobody there to inbound it. Cowboys going to have to take another timeout to avoid the 5-second call. We'll take a quick timeout with him. Head coach Jordan Christensen letting everybody know they got to be doing their job. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. We got a fun one here so far. Breckenridge leads 20-15. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
And welcome back to Moorhead. The Breckenridge Cowboys lead 20-15 against Park Christian. Jackson Riggs gets it to Uncle Damon. Smith feeds it to Landon Blofis. Goes with a nice spin move to set up his jump hook, and he drops it in for 2. Not a whole lot of jump to the jump hook. Maybe just a hook shot. 22-15 with 9:02 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jacobson feeds it to Ben Bierke. Gets over to Tyler Loeb. Loeb was going to get it to Geese. Now he does on the back cut. Geese drives inside. Joey Konzemius with a nice tip for the block. Landon Blofis comes up with it, tosses it down the court, and Loeb chases it down to bat it out of bounds, but still Cowboy ball. Breckenridge leads 22-15, 8:43 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Landon Blofis and Jacob Kunkel, a big reason why they've outscored Park Christian between the two of them so far. They got 8 apiece. Cam Nito inbounding underneath his own bucket, gets it up to Jackson Riggs. Riggs drives inside, loses his dribble, picks it back up, finds a beautiful cut from Landon Blofis to drop it in for 2. Beautiful pass, I should say. Pretty nice cut while he's at it. 10 points for Blofis so far. Kicked out to the left corner. 3-pointers up, way off the mark, rebounded by Blofis. Blofis pushing the tempo himself. Goes up over the right hand on the left side to drop it in for 2 more. Landon Blofis could end up going for a career night. He's got a dozen already, and there's still 8:12 remaining in this opening half. 26-15 Breckenridge lead. Corner 3 off the mark, but a foul is called on Jackson Riggs. Being a little too physical on that block out. Sent a Park Christian player flying. And it's a pretty snug gym. I know I was talking about that earlier, but you look over at the Breckenridge bench if you're watching on KBMW News Live. They got to go about 2 rows deep. It looks like they're part of the normal crowd section. As Loeb has the ball, Cam Nito working his tail off defensively. He keeps switching on these handoffs, so he just keeps guarding the ball all day. Inside drive, then pulled back out to Swears. Fed into the post, and Cam Nito sold that charge beautifully. Maybe it was genuine, but, you know, I'm not saying that Cam Nito could ever be an Academy Award-winning actor or anything, but maybe he could. I don't know. I'm not going to sell the kid short. Seems to be able to do anything. Now he gets a breather, and he deserves it. Damon Smith bringing the ball up. On the court for the Cowboys, Smith, Byer, Konzemius, Blofis, and Kunkel. Skipped over to Bo Byer. Back to Damon Smith looking for his first points of the night. Off the mark, Landon Blofis follows it and drops it in with the left hand for 2. Landon Blofus continues to be on a tear. He's only got one less point than Park Christian as a team. Loeb puts up a three-pointer. And now 4 less points as Loeb drops in that three. His first points of the night. 7:04 remaining. Breckenridge up 28-18 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Damon Smith with the ball. Skips it over to Bo Byer on the left wing. Byer back to Smith on the right wing. Smith drives between a pair of defenders. Kicks it out to Byer. He's going to line up a triple. Almost banked it in. Haven't seen him put up a three this year, I don't think. Joey Conzemius doing what gets him floor time. Great hustle plays, trying to track that one down, but it still ends up going out of bounds. Dylan Bernardes will relieve Joey Conzemius. Still looking for his first points of the year, communicating with Bo Byer what he should be doing on the other end. Bringing that senior leadership. Loeb dishes it off to Card. Swung around to Jacobson. Card wants the ball on the right wing. And pass is stolen by Bo Byer. Byer feeds it up to Blofus. Blofus looking to drive by Loeb inside. Nobody's been stopping him, so he keeps going there. Goes upward on the right side, and he's heading to the charity stripe. I think the defender was expecting him to go up for it on the left side, but then he went over to the right and drew the foul. First trip to the charity stripe for Blofus. First free throw is short. So he sits on 14 points. Next free throw up, and that one swishes through. 15 for Blofus. Loeb crosses the timeline. Gets it to Bridger Carlson. Or my apologies, actually Kyler Card. And Isaac Jacobson drops in the triple. His second three of the half. He's got 9 points. Damon Smith still looking for his first bucket. Gets it over to Dylan Bernardes. Bernardes zips a pass down to Bo Byer, and Bo Byer is going to get a pair of free throws. That was a heck of a pass there by number 0 to set up Bo Byer. Byer's got 2 points so far. Going through the routine, puts up the first free throw, and drops it in. Breckenridge Cowgirls out here in full force. I bet the whole varsity roster is here. They make up a bulk of their little student section on that side. And the Breckenridge Cowgirls might see some John over with the other student section. They face off with Park Christian tomorrow night. Bo Byer makes it a 2-for-2 trip. We'll also be broadcasting that game if you guys didn't know. Loeb crosses the timeline. Gets it over to Jacobson on the right wing. Swung into the corner to Carlson. Carlson drives baseline. Loses his dribble. Bernardes gets it up. Feeds it up to Alex Sanchez playing with a pair of fouls. Sanchez goes up for a tough bucket. Off the mark. Cam Nito also just checked back in the game. Gets it to Dylan Bernardes. Couple shot fakes, and you saw the whole Breckenridge section just get on their feet thinking Bernardes was going to put it up. They're all excited to see him get a bucket and back in the lineup. Blofus' shot off the mark, rebounded by Park Christian. 31-21, Breckenridge in the lead. Carlson gets it to Loeb. He's going to line up a three from the top of the key. Off the mark, Bernardes with the board. Zips the pass down the floor. Cam Nito hauls it in and goes upward on the right side. Missed the shot, but Alex Sanchez followed it. Sanchez with the N1! Alex Sanchez, not a bad way to get your first bucket on the night on a nice, tough N1. Damon Smith gets set to check back in for Dylan Bernardes. And Park Christian is going to call a timeout. Take a quick one with them. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. Breckenridge with a 33-21 lead here at Park Christian. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care that you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there are no appointments necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekends. Quality care close to home. You get the fine care for home injuries, common illness, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
And welcome back to Park Christian School in Moorhead. Breckenridge Cowboys with a 33-21 lead. Alex Sanchez battling foul trouble. Picked up a pair of them early on in this game. It's in the first couple of minutes, but came back in, got a tough N1. This is N1 free throw trip brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, if you didn't know, your local State Farm agents in Wapton and Breckenridge. Drops in the free throw to complete the three-point play. Breckenridge now leads 34-21. Nito guarding Card. Fed into the high post, kicked out in the corner to Carlson. Carlson gets it to Loeb. Loeb drove into the interior and then kicked it back out. Kyler Card with the ball, gets it to Loeb. Feeds it up to the top of the key to Jacobson, who misses the three. Rebounded and then kicked out to Loeb for an open three. Off the mark, but Loeb gets his own board. Breckenridge got a box out here, and it turns into a two-pointer for Ben Bierke. First bench points of the night for the Falcons. They now trail 34-23. Damon Smith gets it to Cam Nito on the right wing. Skips it over to Alex Sanchez. Goes inside to Blothis, but it got poked loose for a steal. Now they're trying to get a run out. Card thought about the triple, going to drive inside. And Sanchez hauls it in, throws it up to Cam Nito. Should have put a little more oomph on the pass. Kind of short-armed it a little bit, and now it turned over. Nito actually did haul it in, but he had the defender right on him, which turned into the turnover. How many turns can Turner fit into a sentence? Loeb feeds it down to the post, and a foul is drawn. 2 free throws coming for Bridger Carlson. His lone point of the night, obviously coming at the free throw line, so you get 1 point in basketball. 34-23 with 3:46 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Carlson's free throw is up and good. Now 2 for 3 at the line. Next one is up and good. 2 for 2 trip. Cuts the lead back to single digits. 9-point game. Smith gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez back to Smith. Smith picks up his dribble. Skips it over to the left wing to Sanchez. Back to Smith on the right side. Gets it over to Cam Nito in the corner. Nito tries to find his cousin in the high post area, but it gets tipped out of bounds. Breckenridge leading 34-25 with 3:29 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Damon Smith has the ball off the inbound. Both teams 1 foul away from the 1-and-1. Alex Sanchez feeds it to Jacob Kunkel in the high post. He's having a fantastic first half. Continues it with that squish floater. 10 points in the opening half from Jacob Kunkel in a breakout performance here in Moorhead. Kyler Card swings it in the corner to Carlson. Stolen away by Alex Sanchez. Sanchez with a beautiful pass up to Cam Nito. Drops it in for 2 more. Cam Nito's got half a dozen. Cowboys now lead by 13 with 2:53 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Card swings it over, and now into the corner to Loeb. His three is off the mark, rebounded by Damon Smith. Alex Sanchez did a good job tipping that out to him. Smith feeds it up to Cam Nito in the right corner. He's going to line up a triple. Off the mark, rebounded by the Falcons. Kyler Card gets it up to Loeb. Loeb dishes it inside to Bierke, who misses the shot. Rebounded, and now out of bounds. Bit of a chaotic sequence of events there. So Bo Byer coming back in for Alex Sanchez. Joey Conzemius will inbound it in front of the scorer's table. Damon Smith bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Bo Byer on the left side of the floor. Back to Smith at the right wing. Smith to Byer. They feed it inside. Landon Blothis, after a couple shot fakes, goes up for 2 more. Landon Blothis Having an outstanding showing. He's got 17 here in the opening half alone. And now a nice feed inside to Swears, who drops it in, plus the foul. Daniel Swears with his third bucket of the night. He's got 6 points, looking to make it 7 on this N1. This N1 free throw trip, once again brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. Your local State Farm agents in Wapton and Breckenridge. Landon Blofis gets a breather. Dylan Bernada is back in the game. Cowboys up by 13 with 1:57 remaining. Make it 12 after the Swears free throw. Damon Smith gets it up to Dylan Bernardes on the left wing. Bernardes tried to skip it over to Cam Nito. Nito thought it was tipped, so he didn't go for it. Head coach Jordan Christensen also thought it was tipped. So bringing up the ball is Isaac Jacobson. Jacobson over to Loeb. Loeb feeds it in the high post, inside-out action for a triple, and they got it. Kyler Card knocks down the triple. He's got 7 on the night. Damon Smith gets it to Cam Nito on the right corner. Back to Smith. Skip pass over to Dylan Bernardes on the left wing. Bernardes out to Smith. Puts up a triple. Off the back iron, rebounded by the Falcons. Kyler Card gets it out to Carlson. That's going to be a travel. Bridger Carlson with the travel. Looks like Landon Blofis did not get a very long breather. He's coming back in the ball game. As is Jacob Kunkel and Alex Sanchez. I think Kunkel just came out too. Damon Smith will bring the ball up. It's over to Alex Sanchez near the half-court line. Haven't seen Jackson Riggs in a while. Not sure if he got banged up or he picked up a second foul that I'm not aware of, but Smith tries to feed it into the post to Kunkel, but stolen away, and now Smith's going to steal it right back. Park Christian being a little loose with the ball tonight. Something Coach Geese, I'm sure, will assess at halftime. A nice steal by Blofis to set up the Alex Sanchez drive and bucket. Sanchez with 5 points. And Card drives it inside. Nice dish off to Swears, but he misses the shot. Now Landon Blofis is going to get tagged with a foul after hacking when he came down with it. Second foul on Blofis. I'm sure they would hate to take him out with 17 points, but 30.5 seconds left. I'm sure they're thinking, we could probably keep you in that long without picking up a foul. 11-point game. Still an 11-point game after the missed free throw on the 1-and-1. Damon Smith with the ball. Smith gets it to Cam Nito on the right corner. Nito, skip pass up to Alex Sanchez. They're going to try to hold for one shot. They got 14 seconds left. 12 seconds. Sanchez over to Damon Smith. Card guarding. Smith back to Sanchez. They're looking to go to Blofis in the post. They get inside to him. Puts up a tough shot with 3 guys around him. Follows his own miss and drops it in. Right before the halftime buzzer. What a half from Landon Blofis and the Breckenridge Cowboys. Maybe their best half they've played this season. They lead 44-31 heading into the locker room. Take a quick break before we jump into the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks pre-finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wahpeton.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple: integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelley, Jared, Lisa, and Jamie have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
And welcome to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turner Bluff is here with a breakdown of your scoring to show how Breckenridge got this 44-31 lead here at the half. We'll start off with Park Christian. They were led by Isaac Jacobson, who had 9 points. He had 6 of them coming off of three-pointers. 7 points each from Kyler Card and Daniel Swears. And Swears providing a nice presence inside. He's listed at 6'3" after all, so he better. 3 points each from Bridger Carlson and Tyler Loeb, and then a bucket off the bench from Ben Bierke. He had 2 points to give them their 31. So 6 guys in the scoring column for the Falcons. Only 5 Cowboys getting in the scoring column so far. They were led by Landon Blofis, who had the half of his life. 19 points, just absolutely tearing it up in the interior. And we'll see if he can, if he keeps up this play in the second half, he could, make a push for one of the top scoring performances in school history. He was joined in double figures by Jacob Kunkel, possibly the best half he's played as a Cowboy as well. All of those coming on 2-pointers. By the way, all of Blofis' points, with the exception of a free throw, came on 2-pointers as well. 6 points from Cam Nito, 5 from Alex Sanchez, who battled foul trouble in the opening half, and then 4 points off the bench from Bo Byers. So 5 guys getting in the scoring column for the Cowboys, and they're just playing a fun style of basketball tonight. They're looking loose, confident, and running the floor really well, causing chaos on the defensive end, and it kind of makes me think of when I talked with head coach Jordan Christensen, what he wanted to bring to the program, and this is kind of what I think he envisioned, because I saw a lot of that Arleone style on the defensive end, saw some other coaches' styles on the offensive end, so I'm loving what I'm seeing here so far tonight, and I'm sure they are too, but they're going to look to obviously keep their foot on the gas. They're not going to settle for one good half. They've done that too many times this year, but in person, I would say that's the best game I've seen them play this year. I don't know if there's any games that they thought, or that maybe I didn't cover, that they thought they maybe had a better half against maybe one of the upper teams in the Heart of Lakes. I know they had a really good first half against DGF earlier on in the year, but it's going to be tough to top that one. That was a very fun half from the Cowboys, and we'll see if they can replicate. I'll do a couple keys for the second half after we take a quick break on this Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, with the Breckenridge Cowboys leading once again 44-31 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel.
Buyer Insurance Agency on Highway 13 in Wapaton are your local agents with local locations. With skyrocketing building prices, are you properly insured? Buyer Insurance are licensed insurance advisors serving the Richland, Wilkins, Sargent, Southern Cass, and surrounding counties for 15 plus years. They represent over 15 companies that have been in the insurance industry for over 100 years, serving the area. Our plans are based on yours. Give them a call at 701-642-0955 or stop out. They're located on Highway 13 West in Wapaton. That's Buyer Insurance Agency.
At Sanford Health, we're committed to providing you the care you need when you need it, right where you call home. We now offer cosmetic Botox services in Wapaton. It's always easy to make an appointment with convenient clinic locations, hours, and online options that fit your schedule. Find out more at sanfordhealth.org or by calling 642-7000. Cosmetic Botox services now available at Sanford Health in Wapaton. Call 642-7000.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
Hello, my name is Jason Butts, proud parent of two little Breckenridge Cowboys. My family loves Breckenridge and feel lucky to have such great schools. Breckenridge schools excel due to their dedicated faculty and staff. They truly care for each individual student. They encourage and foster an atmosphere that creates self-pride and big brains in these kids that will lead the next generation. They make school cool. A good school is cornerstone to a good community, and we are so lucky to have that here in Breckenridge. Breck schools inspire my boys to excel, and for that, I have Breckenridge pride. Play the jingle.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windmere, Wapaton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
And welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turner Bluff is here. I don't really got to give the Cowboys too many keys for the second half. I guess my only thing would be, maybe get a few more guys involved on the outside, get the outside shooting touch going, because they're going to collapse the lane, because their two leading scorers so far, Landon Blofis and Jacob Kunkel, that's where they've done all their damage in the paint, so they're going to have to really load up on the paint and force the Cowboys to shoot from outside. So they got to have some guys who are ready. Damon Smith, they're going to be calling on him to get going from outside. He is their best shooter by a mile. Jackson Riggs has also shown a lot of potential from outside, so look for the two of them to maybe start clicking on the outside, start knocking down some shots here. Park Christian, it would definitely be take care of the ball. I think I give that note at halftime about every game I ever do, but they need it especially because that was I like the tempo they were trying to play, but oh boy, they had a lot of passes that were just thrown into the crowd or thrown right at a Breckenridge player, so they're definitely going to need to clean that up if they want to cut into this lead. 44-31 your score as we wrap up the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show. Time to roll for the second half. It's inbounded to Daniel Swears and tipped out of bounds from Alex Sanchez, being aggressive in the passing lanes. Breckenridge bench loving that. Cowboys go out with their same starting lineup of Damon Smith, Alex Sanchez, Jackson Riggs, Cam Nito, and Landon Blofis. So Riggs must be good then, as they go up for two, and a foul is on Landon Blofis. That's his third. We'll see if that ends up being a big factor. We'll see if they let him play. I think they're going to keep him in. Still early on. Kyler Card heading to the charity stripe. Card so far is 0 for 1 at the free throw line. Makes that one, though. Had 7 points at the half. Free throw is up and good. 2-for-2 trip for Kyler Card. Jackson Riggs bringing the ball up. Hard pass fake, then gets it over to Damon Smith. Smith over to Jackson Riggs on the right wing. Riggs swings it to Cam Nito on the right corner. Nito up to Riggs on the right wing. Riggs passes it to Cam Nito on the left corner. Nito puts up a three off the mark and rebounded by the Falcons. Loeb advances it up to Jacobson. Jacobson feeds it up to Carlson. Carlson driving inside. Good defense by Riggs, staying straight up. Landon Blofis tracks it down, kind of runs into Damon Smith while he does it. Blofis off to Cam Nito, gets it to Damon Smith, who pulls the trigger right away, off the mark though. Rebounded by the Falcons. Loeb gets it up to Jacobson. Jacobson to Swears. Now Jacobson drives inside for a layup and in board two. He enters double figures. He's got 11 on the night. And the lead is back to single digits, 44-35 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Damon Smith gets it to Cam Nito in the left corner. Nito, like I said earlier, coming off a 15-point performance. Smith gets it to Jackson Riggs. Riggs swings it over to Smith. Thought about the three and then went inside to Blofis. He wasn't even looking for the pass, though. Cam Nito decides to take it himself. Blofis hauls down the rebound. Pair of Falcons collapse on him, and he draws the foul. Did not have the angle for that layup, but went up for it anyways and got the foul. He knew what he was doing. 1 for 2 at the stripe so far for Blofis. Puts up the free throw and knocks it down. That puts him at 20 points on the night. Gets the lead back to double digits. Blofis puts it up, and another 1 for 2 trip. Missed the last one short as well. And now everybody's on the floor to get that loose ball, and it is tied up for a jump ball. Jackson Riggs got on the floor for that one. Sure, the coaching staff happy with the effort, and possession arrow does go to the Cowboys, so they'll hang out down here. Cam Nito gets it out to Jackson Riggs. He's going to line up a three-pointer from the left corner. Got it! Jackson Riggs gets into the scoring column. His first points of the night. Loeb gets it up. Falcons have numbers. Left-handed layup is up and good from Bridger Carlson. Carlson's first field goal of the night. He's got 5 points. Alex Sanchez gets it to Cam Nito on the right corner. They're sticking with this zone. Riggs to Alex Sanchez. Sanchez to Riggs. He's going to try to make it back-to-back. And that one rattles out, but Cam Nito tracks down the board. Brings it out to the perimeter. Is swinging over to Riggs, who's going to drive this time. Puts up a little short jumper off the mark. Tracked down by the Falcons. Carlson goes up for the left-handed layup. Off the mark, rebounded by Blofis. Calling his own number to push the tempo. Gets a ball screen from Sanchez. Has it stripped away, and the Falcons come away with the steal. And then Alex Sanchez swipes it right back. Sanchez driving inside for the layup. Off the mark. Oh, boy, this is a sloppy stretch, and then Landon Blofis went up for the rebound, ended up tossing the Park Christian player to the floor. That's going to be 4 on Landon Blofis already with 15-14 remaining in this ballgame. So we are not going to see him for a while, so that might dash his hopes for ending up in the record column. But he still could get close. He comes in with about 8 minutes left, but obviously that's not what's on his mind. He's trying to pick up this win. Cowboys looking for their 3rd victory of the year and just gave up a run-out layup. 9-point game once again. Damon Smith skips it over. That bucket was by Ben Bierke, by the way. Alex Sanchez gets it out to Bo Byer. Byer to Damon Smith, who puts up the three-pointer. Off the back iron again. Continues to struggle from deep here tonight. Falcons pick up the rebound. Loeb with the ball. That's the best way to get out of a shooting slump. You got to keep shooting. Loeb gets it over to Jacobson. Jacobson back to Loeb. Loeb with a beautiful dime down low, but a foul is called on Alex Sanchez. That was a heck of a cut from Kyler Card. He's at the free throw line for his second trip of the night. Or his second trip this half, I should say. Card goes through the routine. The Falcons on a little run here to start off the half. Knocks down the free throw. have outscored the Cowboys here in this half 9-4. And Breckenridge is going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wapaton.
We are your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wapaton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
And after that Highcamp Construction timeout, which actually is still in progress, it is a full timeout, but I just wanted to get back here a little early to catch everybody up. Breckenridge leads by 8. They had a 13-point lead at halftime. But Park Christian coming out with some great energy here to start off the half. And Landon Bloff is picking up a pair of fouls here right at the beginning of the second half. Sends him to the bench with 4 fouls. On the floor for the Cowboys, Cam Nito, Damon Smith, Bo Byer, Alex Sanchez, and Jacob Kunkel. Card trying to make it a 2-for-2 trip for the second time this half. Rattles it in. He's got 11 on the night, ties for the team lead. Alex Sanchez over to Damon Smith, still looking for his first points of the night. Alex Sanchez back to Smith, thought about the 3, gets it over to Cam Nito in the right corner. Cowboys just swinging it around the zone. Now they have it on the left side of the floor, over to the right side. Smith thought about the triple. Sanchez gets it over to Damon Smith. Smith to Sanchez. Got to do the quick ball movement against the zone. Smith driving inside, putting up a tough left-handed shot. Tried to follow it, but rebounded by Swears. Falcons to go and run. Swears trying to throw it inside, and does. 2 more points for Ben Bierke. He's got 2 buckets this half. He's got 6 points on the night. Cam Nito has in the right corner. Lead has been cut to 5. Smith to Sanchez. Sanchez back to Smith. Damon Smith back up to Sanchez. Back to Smith now on the left wing. 48-43 Breckenridge lead, and stolen away by Swears. Using that length, gets it up to his teammate Kyler Card for a layup to cut it to 3. Alex Sanchez bringing up the rock. Gets it to Damon Smith near half court. Smith ends up throwing it away for a steal. And now layup is up and good. Daniel Swears with another bucket. The lead has been cut to 1, 48-47, 13:03 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys been outscored 16-4 here in the second half so far. Damon Smith gets over to Alex Sanchez. He wants to stop the bleeding, but he gets it over to Smith instead. Smith, skip pass to Cam Nito into the right corner. Nito puts it up and good! Cam Nito finally stops the bleeding with a corner 3. And I cannot say enough about how much he has improved his shot from deep. From not being a threat at the beginning of the year to being one of the team's better shooters at this point in the season. He's been on a hot stretch from outside. And a nice little mini oop on the left side for 2 for Swears. Now he's up to 11 points. Sanchez up to Damon Smith. He's going to put up a triple from the top of the key. Good! The drought is finally over for Damon Smith. We'll see if that'll help out his squad, who's up by 5 points here in the second half. Swears looking to drive on Bo Byer. We've seen a different Falcons squad here this second half. Layup attempt is off the mark, but Jacob Kunkel tipped it out of bounds. Isaac Jacobson with the tough take to the rack. Now he'll get a breather. Checking back in are Bridger Carlson and Gavin Geese. Gavin Geese is a freshman on this squad. As Loeb finds an open teammate for 2, Ben Bierke with another bucket. He's up to 8 points on the night. 3-point game here at Park Christian School. Damon Smith to the right corner to Alex Sanchez. Back to Smith. Now Sanchez has it in the right corner. Sanchez up to Smith. Smith over to Jackson Riggs on the left side of the floor. Dylan Bernada is set to check back into the game. Skip pass over to Jackson Riggs, who puts up a triple off the back iron, rebounded by the Falcons. They're just daring the Cowboys to shoot it. Loeb with the ball. Feeds it up to Jacobson. And now Cam Nito with a good hustle play, but couldn't haul in the steal. And that pass was tipped to Nito. He gets the steal this time around and shows off the nice dribble package to not turn that one over despite the double team. Damon Smith gets it to Jackson Riggs in the corner, drives baseline. Ooh, gorgeous reverse layup, but does not get it to drop. That came out of nowhere. And tied up for a jump ball. If you could not tell by my reaction, I was not expecting that crafty reverse layup, even though it didn't drop. Still impressive to see from the freshman. You can tell he's been working on that in the hoop in the driveway. Inbounded to Loeb. Tyler Loeb bringing up the ball. He is a 6'1 freshman. Over to Kyler Card. Back to Loeb. Loeb, skip pass over to Carlson. Carlson drives inside. And the shot is off the mark. Rebounded by Alex Sanchez. Pair of defenders there on him. Jackson Riggs now has the ball. 54-51, Cowboy lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 10:32 remaining. Dylan Bernardes with the ball on the right wing. Thought about the jab step. It's over to Alex Sanchez instead. Sanchez drives to the cup. Tosses up the layup, and they're going to call a travel. It's like Sanchez's feet kind of gave out on him there. Went flying to the floor. 10:22 remaining in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Loeb brings up the ball. Over to Kyler Card. Swings it over to Geese in the corner. Card now has it on the right wing area. Over to Geese. Back to Card. Carlson now has it. Feeds it in to Bjerke. Loeb kicks it over to Geese for an open shot. Off the mark. And Jackson Riggs with the tough rebound. Gets it up to Cam Nito. Goes up for the layup in transition. No foul call. As it looked like there was some contact on that. Might have been a clean block though, but out of bounds off of Breckenridge. Maybe it was a clean block. You know, that angle, that would have been tough. That's the only reason I thought it was maybe a foul, but you know me. My job's a lot easier than the officials, that's for sure. Card brings the ball up. Gets it over to Jacobson. Card. Back to Jacobson. Jacobson tried to feed it to Carlson, but stolen away. Nice defensive play from Kunkel. Cam Nito puts up a corner three. Got it! Actually a two. I think they just said it was a two, actually, but yeah, they corrected it. 2 points for Cam Nito from the corner, but a nice shot nonetheless. And a travel is called on the freshman Geese. 11 points for Cam Nito on the night so far. He has 5 here in the second half, giving his team a spark when they need it. Anybody who's covered him in the other 2 sports he plays knows that he is not afraid of a big moment. Need a big play, go to Cam Nito. Jackson Riggs over to Dylan Bernardes. In his second game back this season. Bernardes gets it out to Jackson Riggs. Riggs skips it to Cam Nito in the left corner. Nito puts up a corner three. Off the mark, rebounded by his cousin Alex Sanchez. Sanchez goes up for 2. Gets his own board. Goes with the pump fake and has it tipped away. Oh! They're going to say it was off of Sanchez. He might have lost that himself. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, out of bounds, last touch by Sanchez. Got to move on to the next play. 9 minutes remaining in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 56-51. Breckenridge in the lead here at Park Christian. Looking to get their 3rd victory of the year. Swung around to Card. It's over to Jacobson. Swung out to a wide open shooter near the top of the key. And good! After just checking into the game. And Cam Nito goes up and draws the foul. My apologies, I had to double check the roster. This kid's off the JV roster possibly. Actually not even listed on the roster. Nobody on this team goes by the number 24. Going to have to track down that name. Cam Nito puts up the free throw off the front iron. Nito's first trip to the stripe tonight. And I'm going through the roster, and I cannot find any 24, so my apologies for not having that for you guys. Cam Nito knocks down one of two. Breckenridge now leads by 3 after that free throw. Loeb will bring the ball up. 8:32 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jacobson to Loeb. They feed it out to the mysterious number 24, who's not listed on the roster. Swung around to the right wing. Jacobson. Nito guarding. Kicked out to the shooter, who puts it up again for 3. And we got a tie ball game here off of that three-pointer. Alex Sanchez goes up for 2, has the shot blocked, gets his own board, and then gets fouled. And he is clearly flustered, as are many of the Breckenridge players right now. And I promise on the commercial break I will be tracking down a name for all of you lovely listeners. Alex Sanchez puts up the first free throw. Got it. Sanchez has 6 points on the night. Checking back into the game for Park Christian is Bridger Carlson. Sanchez puts it up and knocks it down. 2-for-2 trip for the senior. Gets Breckenridge the lead back after that game was tied at 57. Jacobson skips it over. They go with the hot hand back out to the right wing. Carlson out to the corner. Now Loeb has it. Loeb into the right corner. Shot is off the mark from Carlson, though. Damon Smith with the board. Smith dribbles over to the right side, gets it to Cam Nito. Nito feeds it up to near the top of the key to Alex Sanchez. Sanchez over to Damon Smith. Smith loses control for a second. Gets it to Jackson Riggs. Riggs gets a ball screen from Joey Conzemius. Out to Sanchez. Sanchez drives inside. Comes to a nice jump stop and then misses the layup. It's as good of a look as Sanchez is going to get this season. He's just had a tough time getting a rhythm established after picking up a couple quick fouls in this game. Loeb with Sanchez guarding. As Park Christian has gotten back into this one, even tied it up at 57. They get into the corner. Up to Loeb. Loeb swings it over to the right wing. Carlson swings out to the left wing. Now to Loeb. Three-pointer up from Jacobson. Off the mark, but followed and a foul. 2 free throws coming from number 24. And I heard a last name announced, but I once again don't see this name on the rosters. My apologies, everybody. Free throw is off the mark. Josiah Berge is the name. Listed at number 22 on JV. Misses the next one, though. 0 for 2 trip and tracks down the board. So giving his squad a spark here in the second half. Layup is up and a foul. And the reason he's not on the roster is because he wears 22 on JV, but 22 is taken on varsity, so they had to give him 24 and apparently didn't update the roster. So 2 free throws coming for Daniel Swears, but we got a timeout taken. This timeout brought to you by Heitkamp Construction. We'll take a quick one with them. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
And welcome back. My apologies for that technical error. So I was getting the rosters all figured out. 59-57. Park Christian has a pair of free throws, misses the first one. And that is Daniel Swears who missed that first free throw. Next one is up and good. So Jackson Riggs crosses the timeline. Swings it over to Alex Sanchez. Cam Nito has it in the left corner. Up to Sanchez. Damon Smith. Over to Sanchez. Back to Smith. And stolen away. 1 point game. 57-56. Park Christian feeds it down low to Swears for 2. Daniel Swears drops it in to give Park Christian a 1 point lead, 60-59 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys led by 13 at the half. Jackson Riggs over to Damon Smith. He puts up a corner three. Off the mark, Cam Nito with the board. Nito is fouled. So not in the bonus yet. Foul on the ground. 5:44 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Nito. It's into Cam Nito on the left corner. Or actually to Damon Smith, my apologies. Alex Sanchez gets it over to Damon Smith. Smith skips it over to Jackson Riggs. Out to the corner, now inside to Landon Blofis, who just checked back into the ball game. Blofis draws the foul. Crafty move inside to get a pair of free throws. Landon Blofis currently sitting on 20 points, had 19 and a half. And I realized as he missed that first free throw, having some deja vu here, I realized during the commercial break, because Joe Tafera had a very similar performance at Park Christian when he was a junior, as the next free throw also off the mark. Cowboys come away with the rebound, and then Park Christian ends up tipping it out of bounds. And I'm going down memory lane here to when I was a freshman in high school, and I watched Joe Tafera go for 17 in the Park Christian gym in the opening half. And I said, I think he's going to end up having a career night, maybe one of the top scoring performances in school history. I think he got held to 2 in the second half. So getting a bit of a repeat of that. We'll see if Landon Blofis can buck the trend as he's sitting on 20. They go inside to him. And ends up having it blocked and rebounded by Park Christian. Blofis has got to be careful not to pick up foul number 5. Jacobson with the ball. Then to the high post. Jacobson feeds it down to Carlson in the short corner. Carlson out to the right corner. Swears goes over 2 and drops it in. Daniel Swears has been carrying Park Christian here in the second half. Damon Smith comes to get the inbound pass. Smith to Sanchez. Back to Smith. Smith skips it over to Sanchez. Left wing 3 is up, off the mark. Kunkel tries to pull down the rebound. He grabs it, and it is a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Cowboys, who trail by 3 after once again leading by 13 at the half. 4:32 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jackson Riggs inbounds it to Alex Sanchez. Sanchez gets a ball screen over to Jackson Riggs on the left wing, off the front iron. And Park Christian with the rebound. Cowboys need to find something going offensively here in the second half. Jacobson over to Loeb on the left wing. A beautiful pass on the back cut. Layup is off the mark, though. Jacob Kunkel with the board. Alex Sanchez going to go inside himself. Shot fake, gets it out to Cam Nito. Nito gets it back out to Sanchez. Blofis posting up down low. They collapse on him. Loses his dribble. Just out to Cam Nito. Jackson Riggs put on the line, so it's going to be a 2-pointer, but off the mark. Swears with the rebound. Pair of Cowboys still back with the ball. Maybe ill-advised as they almost turn it over. They go inside to Carlson. Loeb's going to line up a 3. And off the mark, but Cam Nito fouled him. So 3 free throws coming for Loeb. A crucial error from the Cowboys here, as Park Christian could double their lead here at the line. Tyler Loeb only got 3 points in this game so far. Misses the first free throw. And timeout called by Park Christian. We'll take a quick timeout with them. This timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating, so many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother, who loved the bright, beautiful apartments and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
Low, 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 low prices. If other car dealerships really meant it, they'd only have to say it once. We have a low price, the best price listed on the windshield and online. You'll get the car you want and a customer experience you'll actually enjoy. All at a price that will make you smile. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
And welcome back after that High Camp Construction timeout. Park Christian has stormed back to take the lead 62-59 after missing the first free throw. Loeb will start off 0 for 2 on this 3 free throw trip. Loeb sitting on 3 points so far. Trying to make it a 1-3 trip. Loeb's free throws up. And off the mark, 0 for 3. Massive error at the line. Ends up not costing, or that crucial error by Nito didn't end up costing them anything other than Nito picking up a foul. Alex Sanchez with the ball at the top of the key, goes inside to Blofis. Kicks out to Damon Smith for a corner 3. Off the mark, Cam Nito kept it alive. Out to Blofis. Blofis going to drive inside and call for the travel. Head coach Jordan Christensen let them know we're turning on the press, just so you guys know. Riggs. Oh, actually Cam Nito will be pressuring the inbound player. Swears. Tosses it to Kyler Card. Up to Swears. Drives inside. Very tough angle with the left-handed shot. Jackson Riggs with the board. Pushing the tempo himself, the freshman. Steps back for a triple. Got it! What a massive shot from that freshman. Jackson Riggs has got a pair of threes this half. And stolen away from Sanchez. And foul by Tyler Loeb. Not in the bonus yet, though. Both teams, once again, one foul away from 1-1. So Alex Sanchez coming up with a nice hustle steal there. Inbounded to Alex Sanchez. Sanchez over to Landon Blofis on the left wing. A little to the left of the top of the key, I should say. Alex Sanchez on the Falcon logo at half court. Picked up his dribble, had his pass tipped, and Sanchez picked up the loose ball foul. I mean, the alternative was a breakaway layup, so they might have been better off with that, but 1-1 free throws coming. That is 4 on Alex Sanchez. So far, Kyler Card is 4 of 4 at the line this half. 0 for 1 in the opening half. Free throws up and good. Park Christian retakes the lead, 63-62. Cowboys have been held to 18 points this half. Now it's scored 32-18 so far. 33-18 after that one. After the most beautiful sound in the world, the swish. Jackson Riggs looking for someone to come help him out. It's over to Cam Nito in the left corner. Feeds it inside to Blofis. Blofis tries to skip it outside. They're saying the pass was tipped. So it'll stay Breckenridge ball. Tried to find Damon Smith for a corner pocket three. Cam Nito. Looking for an open teammate. Gets it into Jackson Riggs. Riggs standing on the half-court logo. Ooh, behind the back dribble. Dishes it off to Blofus. I think everybody thought he was going up for it. Probably Blofus included, and they're saying he stepped out of bounds. So it is Park Christian ball. 2:05 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 64-62, Park Christian in the lead. Loeb launches a baseball pass to Swears down the floor. And Jackson Riggs is pretty lucky. My apologies not getting the camera down there. Jackson Riggs got pretty lucky on that one. He's using his body to hold him back from grabbing the ball after his tip. So he was holding the player back so he wouldn't grab it before it went out of bounds. And definitely could have got a body foul for that one, but got lucky. Kind of a moving screen, so to say. Smith over to Riggs on the left wing. Riggs to Damon Smith. He dribbles over to the right side, over to Riggs. He's already hit a pair of triples in this half. Drives inside and fouled. So Jackson Riggs got 1-1 free throw coming. It's been fun seeing this freshman develop this year, and hasn't got to play in as many games as he would have liked to due to a pair of concussions he sustained this season. Riggs puts up the free throw. Knocks it down. 1-for-1 start to this trip. His team trails by 1. 1:40 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And that one rolls out. Park Christian remains in the lead by 1 point. Swears with the ball. Riggs comes up to guard. They get it to Kyler Card. Alex Sanchez guarding. Drives it inside. Card with a nice bucket. Kyler Card with the tough two. Jackson Riggs feeds in the right corner to Cam Nito. Back to Riggs on the right wing. Over to Cam Nito on the right corner again. Riggs swings over to Damon Smith. Puts it on the left side three. Off the mark. And almost out of bounds. Tracked down by Park Christian. Loeb, nobody in front of him, so he's going to take off toward the hoop. Goes up for a tough bucket and a late whistle. 2 free throws coming with Tyler Loeb, who went 0 for 3 his last trip to the line. Here in a 3-point game after that Kyler Card bucket. 59.7 seconds remaining. Loeb puts up the free throw and knocks it down. Going to redeem himself from that last trip. The freshman has 4 points on the night as Jacob Kunkel checks in for Jackson Riggs. Loeb looking to complete the 2-for-2 trip. Puts up the right-handed free throw and off the mark, rebounded by Landon Blofus. It's over to Damon Smith. Smith to Alex Sanchez on the right side. Sanchez gets a ball screen, goes to Blofus. Blofus feeds it down to Jacob Kunkel. Kunkel misses the short shot. Rebounded by the Falcons. And Cam Nito fouls. So heading to the free throw line is number 5, Isaac Jacobson, for the 1-and-1. Jacobson stepping up to the stripe as Jackson Riggs checks in for Jacob Kunkel. An offensive-defensive substitution. Isaac Jacobson puts up the free throw. Knocks it down. Next free throw is up and good. 2-for-2 trip for Jacobson. Jackson Riggs puts up a three. Might have got tipped. Rebounded by Blofus. He's going to look to go up for it. His shot is off the mark, and Park Christian with the rebound, and foul. Jackson Riggs had to foul as the Breckenridge Cowboys need a miracle here as they trail by 6. 24.9 seconds remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 69-63. Park Christian in the lead. Going to add to the lead. They got 2 free throws coming. First one is good from Kyler Card. He's had a big second half and has knocked down all 7 of the free throws he's taken so far here in the second half after missing 1 in the opening half. We're going to make it 8 for 8, and he does. Cold as ice. Gotta love that from your senior guard. 71-63. Landon Blofis drives inside. Has his shot blocked, and Cam Nito's going to foul, but that will likely do it. Head coach Jordan Christensen saying, we're done fouling. Waving the white flag. Card. He's got 2 more free throws coming. In a devastating second half for the Cowboys. Card's free throw is up and off the mark. First free throw miss of the second half, but betting a miracle might not end up mattering too much. Next free throw is up and rattles in. Card 1 for 2 trip. Jackson Riggs swings it to Cam Nito in the corner and out of bounds. Might have got tipped before it went out of bounds, so Cam Nito will inbound it. Nito, looking for an open teammate, finds Damon Smith. Smith's going to put up a 3 from the right side and knock it down. And Cowboys going to take a quick timeout. Well, they cut the lead to 6 with 6.9 seconds remaining off that nice 3 from Damon Smith. We'll take a quick timeout. This timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Sometimes illnesses or injuries may leave you needing extra help to restore your strength, balance, and range of motion. CHI St. Francis Health are open and ready to provide you the tools for success, including individualized exercise plans and state-of-the-art therapy facility. You'll be confident in the care and treatment you'll receive at CHI St. Francis Health, and they are located right here in your backyard. CHI St. Francis Health. We're here when you need a little reassurance.
We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
And after the Breckenridge Cowboys took a timeout, your score, 72-66, Park Christian in the lead with 6.9 seconds remaining. And basically everything has to go right here. You basically got to steal the inbound pass, catch it in the shooter's pocket, pretty much grab it, shoot it, knock down a 3, and then you got like 3 seconds to do it again. So you got to basically have 2 miracles happen if you want to pick up a win here in this game. Or force overtime in this game, I should say. Could also be, a 5 call, but Alex Sanchez is going to have to foul. Only tied up for a jump ball. Possession arrow is Park Christian, though, so that's not going to help out too much. Loeb inbounding again. They get it into Carlson with ease. And Sanchez is going to foul. It is his 5th. Once again, not going to matter a whole lot. 1.7 seconds remaining. 72-66 is the score. Swears heading the line. Swears, a sophomore, has had a monster second half. He's got 16 points here in this ball game. Rattles in the free throw to make it 17. That gives him 10 in the second half. Park Christian emptying out all their rebounders. Swears puts up the next free throw. Rattles it out. Blofis tracks down the board, and that will do it. Park Christian completes the comeback to send the Cowboys home with a heartbreaker. 73-66, your final. Take a quick break, come back with your post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty. You've been listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks pre-finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wapaton.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple: integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelley, Jared, Lisa, and Jamie have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com. Buyer Insurance Agency on Highway 13 in Wapaton are your local agents with local locations. With skyrocketing building prices, are you properly insured? Buyer Insurance are licensed insurance advisors serving the Richland, Wilkins, Sargent, Southern Cass, and surrounding counties for 15 plus years. They represent over 15 companies that have been in the insurance industry for over 100 years, serving the area. Our plans are based on yours. Give them a call at 701-642-0955 or stop out. They're located on Highway 13 West in Wapaton. That's Buyer Insurance Agency.
And welcome to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM, live streaming on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel. And we'll run through the scoring here as part of the, in this 73-66 Park Christian win over Breckenridge, and just an absolute heartbreaker for the Cowboys. They led 44-31 at halftime, and when Park Christian tied it up at 57, it was kind of all the Falcons from there on out. Leading scorer for the Falcons with a game-high 22 points, Kyler Card, 17 from Daniel Swears, 13 from Isaac Jacobson, so 3 guys in double figures, not too shabby. Ben Bierke came off the bench for 8. Josiah Berge came off the bench for 6. Didn't even play in the first half, came in the second half and absolutely lit it up with a pair of 3-pointers, also a big offensive rebound. 4 points for Tyler Loeb and 3 points from Bridger Carlson. So that's the 73 points for Park Christian. Now for the 66 for Breckenridge. They were led by Landon Blavis, who had 20 points, 19 of them coming in the opening half. And then 12 points from Cam Nito, 10 points from Jacob Kunkel, all coming in the first half as well. 7 points apiece from Alex Sanchez and Jackson Riggs, 6 points from Damon Smith, both coming off triples in the second half. And then 4 points from Bo Byer off the bench as well. So a tough way to lose a ball game, that is for sure. After as I said, they played one of their best halves I've seen them play in the opening half, and then just everything kind of fell apart. Landon Blavis picked up 2 fouls right away to start off the second half, so that sent him to the bench for a while. And then Park Christian's zone, they were just daring them to shoot from outside, and Breckenridge wasn't hitting the shots to pull away for it, or to add to that lead at all, and kind of let Park Christian back into it. And I think they might have been thinking a little bit in themselves, okay, they're back into it, but that's all right. We'll just get back in control of this ball game, and never ended up happening. So that was a tough loss for the Cowboys, and I'm sure it's an interesting feeling in the locker room right now. It's a tough way to lose a game, like I said multiple times here. You never want to blow a lead, especially when you got a section game, also on the road, because you want to get these wins on the road, but tough way to lose a game, like I said. And we'll take another quick break. Come back with your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, along with your player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health. You're listening to the Miller Realty Postgame Show on B92.7 FM.
When you need care, you want to know it's close to where you live, work, and play. That's why at Sanford Health, we're committed to providing you with the care you need, when you need it, right here where you call home. Dr. Dylan Torgerson is a family medicine physician that offers care for the entire family in Wapton. And it's always easy to make an appointment with convenient clinic locations, hours, and online options that fit your schedule. Find your provider, Dr. Dylan Torgerson, at sanfordhealth.org or by calling 642-7000.
And welcome back to the Miller Realty Postgame Show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel. And, if I'm going to go with the play of the game, I would say the biggest turning point was when Park Christian took their first lead off of a massive bucket. And I believe Daniel Swears is the one who hit that one, who put together a fantastic second half for Park Christian. So I'd say that was probably the biggest play of the game. Everything, the whole vibe in here really changed once the game got tied up at 57. So, that was probably the play of the game I would go with, or the most important. So that's my play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency. And those are your local hometown agents in Breckenridge. And if I had to pick out one, a positive highlight for Breckenridge, I know there were a lot of good ones, especially in the opening half. I would say that big end one from Alex Sanchez early on was a good one for their, kind of getting the momentum going there in the ball game. And like I said, they came out hot to start out this game. So that is those are the ones that you definitely don't want to lose. So credit to Breckenridge for getting off to the hot start. They just need to put together a pair of good halves. And player of the game is going to go to Landon Blavis with that outstanding first half. That's one of the better first halves I've seen with 19 points. And I know he only ended with the 20, was battling foul trouble in the second half to only end the night with 20. But I bet he was about double-digit boards as well. So a heck of a performance from Blavis. That's why he's my pick for player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you. I don't know if I picked him yet this year. I might have picked him once already, but not 100% sure. Either way, he's going to get a shirt from Essentia Health. And that will do it. Thank you all so much for tuning in to our Miller Realty postgame show and to this entire broadcast. We'll also be broadcasting the girls' game tomorrow night, which is also against Park Christian, if you guys did not know. So the girls are going to have to get a little revenge for the boys. I'm sure that'll be a common theme around the school tomorrow. So make sure to tune in for that. And one final time, your score to wrap up this Miller Realty postgame show: Park Christian 73, Breckenridge 66. You've been listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Tonight's Breckenridge basketball game was brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Red River Agency, The Wilkin Drink and Eatery, Minn Kota Ag Products, Height Camp Construction, Carlson Family Insurance, Miller Realty, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Twin Town Villa, CHI St. Francis, Quality Toyota, Builders First Source, Otter Tail Power Company, Essentia Health, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Buyer Insurance Agency. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. Thanks for listening.